And greetings, everybody. I am looking at my audio. Wow, that seems really, really hot. Let me bring that down. I would be surprised if that wasn't clipping on you. So let me bring that down. Looks like, whoa, looks like we're really hot. So let me continue. Let me try to do that a different way here. Bring that down. Whoa, still pretty hot. Let's see if we can make some differences here. Hold on. Little bit of buzz for sure, because I am this thing is really hot. I'm trying to readjust this thing. Let me see if I can do that over here. And oh my goodness, it is peaked all the way up. There we go. I don't know why that happened. Pretty sure I didn't have that peaked all the way up there. That should be a little bit better for you guys. You should not be having any buzzing now. So that better. Yeah, there we go. As always, I continue to have lots of fun with audio. Fun with audio. That's what we're going to start calling this live stream. Fun with audio. Let me see. Let me just check everything else. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Still seems a little bit hot. And I'm not going to mess with the dial. I'm just going to, well, maybe I will mess with the dial a little bit. Let me see if I can bring this down just a little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I think that's going to work. So I'm going to leave audio alone. It's just barely peaking every once in a while. That's pretty good. The other thing is, you may have noticed, I was tweaking some of the lower thirds. I got this little line that goes across, and I can't really troubleshoot it unless I'm live, because it does. Can't begin to tell you why that is, but it doesn't. I can't replicate it unless I'm live, so I have to see it. So you probably saw that at the very beginning. There was some me messing around. You got a chance to see me early messing around doing all that. So anyway, I think we got all that worked out though. Let's see who we have online. There's not many of you here today, but the ones who are here, you are the ones who came back and wanted to see if we could finally get this thing working, right? And I think I have what I need to do that. So we're going to see if we can continue on. So this is kind of part two. What my plan is right now is to go ahead and I was going to just sit here and record the second part of this and do that. But then I thought, part of the fun is just doing it live, interactivity. But I'm going to take the first part, I'm going to take the second part, and I'm going to edit that into a single video that won't be 4 hours long. It'll probably be about 20 or 30. We'll just hit the steps. I'll remove all this extraneous stuff, the unboxing stuff. And by the time we do that, hopefully I'll have a little guide that'll get people from, I think I said unbox to boot for the SSD. I also see that a few others in the chat room decided to go out and buy there. I think it was Wonder Dog decided that Amazon Prime Day was a good day to go out and find a couple of SSDs. Let's see. I think, there we go. Wonder Dog says, I picked up 4 by 2 terabyte M.2 SSDs last week on Amazon Prime Day. So I'm curious today for the chat room kind of interactivity, because I'm going to show you what I got. Tell me if you purchased anything for Amazon Prime Day. Excuse me. Put that down in the chat. Let me know, and we'll kind of share our purchases. I will say that there is, there we go. Studio, there we go. There is a box of stuff over here we will take a look at and see what I found. And there's some other stuff in there that I didn't find, but I want to show you anyway. So let's see if we can get that going. Let's see who else we have. Let me go ahead and find out who we had. Mr. Landfill for the win once again. But although I did see in chat, Mr. Landfill will be in and out. Still counts. He still gets the win. He has the first post. Again, another gold star for Phil. Way to go. Xander is here. Good morning, noon, eve, night. retroCombians to you as well. Let's see. We have Wonder Dog popped in. We talked about already. Davey's here. Hey, Davey. Good to have you here. Good afternoon. Thought it started at 2. Normally they do start at 2. This one and the previous one, I had to bump back to 1. There's personal reasons I needed to do that. For today, the personal reason is the lovely accountant is driving back from some travels, and I'm hoping to be done with this by the time she gets back. So just trying to do some timing thing, because when she gets back, we've got some things to do. I've got to sneak in a run tonight. We still have a full day ahead of us, so I'm hopeful that we won't have a lot of problems with this, and maybe we'll do this in about, I say it all the time, I'm hoping for 90 minutes. I know it's going to go longer. Okay. Something's going to happen. This is going to go horribly wrong. Something's not going to fit, work, something. So, but we're just going to muddle through it. At least I think I have a hard stop in a couple hours, but we'll see. I can kind of track and see what's going on. Let's see who else is here. Wonder Dog. I'm going to rearrange this so I'm looking underneath the monitor or underneath the camera instead of popping over here all the time. That will happen. Oh, Chris popped in. Hey, Chris, good to have you here. Chris is here. Davey, Wonder Dog, Micah. Hey, Micah. I think, Micah, I don't know that this might be your first time on the live stream. Don't recognize you. Welcome to the friendliest chat on YouTube at this particular time. Good to have you here. Hopefully you'll enjoy hanging out and chat with us and watching the project. It should be a fun one today. Jamie moved in here. Did I mention you already, Jamie? I can't remember if I mentioned you already. So it's good to, yeah, don't jinx it. Too late. I've already jinxed it. I just know it's going to happen. Yes, that is a box of loot. We will see what's in there. So I think that gets me, don't jinx it, I'm hitting it again. I think that gets me caught up on chat. I think that's everybody. If I have missed somebody in the chat room, let me know. Also, just as a reminder, Jamie has the wrench by his name. If you want a wrench, you can go to buymeacoffee.com. That's over here. And if you're at the Mega 65 level, then you can get a wrench and you can help hang out in chat and help us moderate chat. So that's just a little perk of that particular level. So it's just kind of a fun way to do that. But also the other benefit is Jamie's really good. If we mention a link or something, he'll pop that in there. So my other executive, four other executive producers are not, or three of the four are not here. So Jamie, it's all on you today. I'm just kidding. There's no pressure. I don't, I'm sure you're doing things. You may even be listening while you're walking. I don't know. So good to have you here as always. Let's go ahead and bounce in to some items. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull out stuff out of the box. We'll go through. If you have comments, questions, put those in chat. We'll talk about those. Let me go ahead and well, let's just leave it. I kind of like this view. Hey, I've got the mic now, so I can move around and it doesn't matter, right? So I keep forgetting I don't have to. I'm not married. I'm not like anchored to this mic. As a matter of fact, I'm considering. Well, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm considering here in just a little bit. So I've got to remember not to look at this camera right here, but I've got to look at this one. But this is kind of a good view, right? Let's go with this view. All right. So the first thing, so Jamie popped one of these over to me. Jamie, remind me again, how did you come up with so many of these things? But you can always use one. As a matter of fact, I have one over in the other. There's another room over here. This one is going to stay out here, so it's close in case I need it. So I'm looking forward to just kind of keeping that and maybe hanging that up. Everything okay? Yeah, everything looks okay. The other thing, since I'm talking about Jamie, just bulk discount. There you go. Got a good bulk discount. The other thing I want to share that I really love, Jamie put these together for our makerspace. Let me see if I can get that. So we have a burgeoning makerspace. It's actually a little more than burgeoning. It's actually working. I had to do this. See that? That's bright light there. Propeller, make, innovate, and accelerate. Members.columbuspropeller.com. So the makerspace. With my paying gig, we are helping run this thing. So it's kind of fun to be a part of that. And very nicely done, Jamie. Those are cool. So that is there. I don't want to keep turning around. I'll put those over here. And then I have to pitch for Jamie. Jamie has these. I love these. These are new stickers for his channel. Here, I can get that a little bit closer for you. Make, break, hack, tinker, learn, share. Jamie's Hack Shack. So Jamie, if you want, how can folks, how can they get one of these? How can they get a sticker? So you can put that in there. I'm sure there are ways that you have ways that they can get a sticker, but those are really cool. I'm going to figure out where, I'm not sure where I want to put that yet. I like it though. Very nice. Make, break, hack, tinker, learn, and share. And that's what we do at the Makerspace and hopefully on the channel. Love that. So this one I'm not going to take out of the box because it's huge, but this is going to be a game changer for me. I have always just felt like I am just stuck to this desk, this table, because everything is here. This is an Amazon Prime purchase, I will say that. This is only 80 bucks, $80. Check this out. You ready? And I've got a picture of it. It's this guy right here. And yes, it even came with a little light. I just got this thing put together this morning. So you got a place for your laptop, camera, microphone. So I'm planning on using it for both the paying gig when I have virtual days. I can plug in my Mac right here, but also that'll let me move around to different rooms. I'm going to put rigging on it where I have a camera. And there's a piece in here that'll help me with that. Take one of these cameras, I can just drop it on there, plug it in, hit record. I'm good to go. And that's where I'm thinking about taking this mic, this Rode mic, and maybe putting it on there. Although I do have another one. So speaking of that, Jamie, I still am working on my box for you. Jamie wants to look at some stuff that I'm not using anymore and see if he can implement it into his channel, because I'm afraid to say I have a problem. I buy too much studio stuff and find out it was okay, but it wasn't what I wanted. So, I put a year or so he's going to take a look and see if there's some things that maybe he can use. So, and there probably is. It's just some things just don't work for my layout. So or my workflow. I'm sure they will for yours though. So let's see. Jamie says, if you are in the US, I'll drop you one in the mail if you want. Europe depends on what the letter, you know, here we go, Jamie. We can bring back the SAISY. So would you send one to somebody overseas if they prepared a SAISY for you? So there you go. There's a way that maybe they can take care of that for you and help you out. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to do that. It's just an option. Let us know. 4 drip for extended stream. What? 4 drips for extended. Okay, I'm missing something. 4 drip. I've dripped for extended. I don't know what you're talking about there. I've dripped for extended streams. Okay, we're getting there. It's crazy that there's a big enough commercial market to manufacture stuff as specific as that. I know it is, isn't it? Davey says, I was at the Micro Center in Cincinnati last week on vacation. I almost bought a Raspberry Pi and hat to build up. I have so much work in Project Raspberry. Would be out until I got to it. I see. Yes. Yeah. That's kind of where and this is the whole reason I probably do live streams. It's because it forces me to do some of these things, honestly. So, intravenous. Oh, well, that makes more sense. Not 4 IV. I get it. You're talking this. Okay. Well, you know, context is everything, right? For some reason I was in the 4 and not the medical. So gotcha. Mr. Landfield's going, he got it. Why didn't he get it? I didn't get it probably because I'm trying to do 5 things at once right here. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. The next thing, oh wait, this one isn't open. Let me go ahead and open this one. I need my knife. I need my knife. Hold on. Let's see what this one will not, I know what this is. This one will be of limited interest to anybody, but I was super excited to get this finally. For me personally, this is just a kind of a personal one. Nobody else out there probably will have interest in this unless, I do know we have a few other vets out there, but this is pretty cool. I'm excited about this. This is an official made in the USA. So you gotta love that for this. And it's just one of these. So that's gonna go on the back of our vehicle. So retired US Army, that's kind of cool. And that was available for a little bit of a discount, not normally on a discount. So I've been waiting to do that. So I'm looking forward to, oh, it's metal. So that's nice. It's not plastic. So pretty nice. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, they have all kinds of car emblems. Look, they have Canada stuff. So if you're Canadian and watching in today, and I do know we have a couple of Canadian viewers that pop in every once in a while, you can get something from this company as well. This is bestlicenceplateframes.com, or just look for them on Amazon. So looking forward to that. That's going to be cool. Hey, Mislav, our other executive producer, just popped in. Outstanding. Hey guys, just popped in to say hi. The missus and I are off on a well-deserved, good for you, Mislav. We'll post pictures on the Discord. Absolutely, I want to see that. Thank you for doing that. Thanks for popping in. Let us know. Really enjoy the time, okay? I know time off is important. As a matter of fact, the lovely accountant and I are taking 3 days off this week into the weekend next week. So it's another reason I kind of want to get a live stream is I'm not sure I'm going to have a live stream next week. Probably be working on some prepared video, but we are getting away this week as well. So great to see you pop in and enjoy that with the missus. That's outstanding. All right, what else do we have? All right, you can never go wrong with these. $6 for that pack. And I love the color codes. I'm just going to admit, I love them. I use them all the time. And I am getting ready to do some work on some cables because the cabling on my studio is disastrous. RetroPup will pop down here and RetroPup would be crazy and we'll snag one. And I'm like, oh no. So there you go. That's going to take care of that. Cheap. Those are cheap. Always accessories during Amazon Prime. You can always find those cheap. What else do we want to go to next? Let's go to, well, here we go. This is a good one. Time to move some of that bandwidth somewhere else. Well, there we go. I got a single wire coming out of this going to the ATEM Mini. Time to get this out, and so I don't have 4 or 5 cables running from there all the way around. So I've got a little switch here that we're going to be using. Jamie, I'm sure you probably would say that's not the one you wanted, but I think it is. It's an 8-port, which is nice. It's, I believe this one's unmanaged. I didn't need a managed switch for the home network, so looking forward to it. This was cheap. This was less than $20. When did these things become less than $20? And that was an Amazon Prime special. I think it was 50% off, something like that. And I don't know why. I just decided to get TP-Link since that's TP-Link. And if I can't figure this out, whoa, there we go. I just brand to brand. I don't know. Maybe that's my new favorite brand. I don't know. Hey, if it works, right, Jamie? Yeah, exactly. Oh, Wonder Dog also picked up 2.5 gig switch. So we were all thinking networks, weren't we? Perfect. Let me know which brand did you pick up, Wonder Dog? Be a little interested to know that. So there's one that somebody shared what they've got on Amazon Prime Day. Let's see what else we have in here. We have this small thing right here. This is Amazon, there we go, Amazon Basics. Let's see what we have in here. This one, I think I remember what this, you know, that's the bad thing when you get a box full of stuff coming your way, you tend to forget what they are. I'm pretty sure I remember what this is though. TP-Link as well, excellent. Was it the same one? 8-port, 4-port, what did you say? How many ports did yours have? Oh, here we go. So this is Amazon Basics. And needed some more of these. You can never have too many of these. And when you can get them on special, these are 64 gigs. So these are perfect for Raspberry Pi projects. Mega 60, I can't technically, may not work for the Mega 65 because up to 32 megs is the only one that's technically supported, although I found that some of the other ones work. But still, for Raspberry Pi projects, that's perfect. That's going to go down here with my other ones. Those were cheap. Oh my goodness, 2 of those. I don't remember, but I remember going, holy cow. And I've not tried Amazon Basics. Anybody else tried the Amazon Basics brand of, gosh, that light is bright, of micro SD cards? Let me know. What else? We're getting there. This thing I probably won't take out of the, well, no, I won't take it out of the box, but I use, every time these are on sale, I buy one. So this is basically a claw or a clip for the camera. So every camera has one of these so that I can just quickly disconnect it, use it in another application, put it back on. It's one of the reasons that I can do something like this. I think I can show you. Let's see, if I go to my desk view, I can do this right here because it unclicks so quickly. And then, oh gosh, that's scary, isn't it? And then I can put it on something like this right here. And then that quickly, I have, if it doesn't fall over, I have a close-up view for you. How about that? But I love these things. They work so well, and I just needed 1 or 2 more, and they're pretty pricey for what they are. They're almost 30 bucks by themselves, but on Amazon Prime Day, you can usually get them under 20. So they kind of sit in they live in my cart, and whenever there's a price drop, I typically buy one. I don't think I need any more. I think this is probably, well, I don't know. I've got that new stand and I need to put one on the stand. So who knows? We may need 1 or 2 more, but I love them. Highly recommend those. These, I just have these everywhere. If there is an outlet in the house, it has one of these. And I will say, this is probably one thing that the lovely accountant says, that's awesome. She even tolerates this for me. These things are fabulous. If you don't have these around the house, I put these in every single outlet. We have an older home. It's 1959, but it does have, it's wired, it's grounded. The electrical's been redone a little bit, but these are just fabulous. You can get them for less than $20. Sometimes, actually this one was $10, I think. Now the price will change depending on what the power delivery is for the USB-C. But that gives you 3 USBs, a USB-C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plugs in a single outlet. And again, I put these everywhere because everything requires this now to charge. So they're just everywhere. Love them. By the way, I'll let you all know, links to everything is in the video description below. So if you're interested in something, you can go down there and click. Fire? No, this is not a fire risk. These are, I would not consider these, these are also surge protected, just to let you know right here. I would think on some systems, maybe, but no, it's worked out well. And of course, you don't want to be like, if you remember the story, A Christmas Story, where they're plugging in 800 things. What I use it for is, I will never have everything plugged in with something. It's just to have these available, and if you need a temporary. So no fires yet, I'll let you know. I've been very pleased with them. Wonder Dog says you can't beat the UK 3-prong 240 plug sockets. No context on that whatsoever. I'm going to take your word for it, Wonder Dog. You are the expert at this point for this. All right, what's this one? This one, now this is another, this is actually going on, this is going to be part of my master mobile recording. This one is this guy. This was $9. Check this out. This is, now this probably is a fire hazard. There are 8 plugs on this thing, but that is not what I've, oh, and We also have plugs on the back. This is going to be the stand that I just showed you that I can move around. This will be the outlet source for that. So that's going to get mounted on there. I do like that it has on-off switch. You don't see that very often, which is nice. It is also surge protected. So I've got plans for how I'm going to mount that on there. And then if I need power, all I have to do is plug it in once and roll it around and I'm good to go. So that's that. $9, man. I'm not sure what it is off special, but again, video description down below for the link. And there we go. Yeah, there you go. Saves me fumbling under the desk for sockets, no doubt. I don't think I need this. Let's see. This one is, oh yeah, see, I just can't help myself. I am, I love, and I don't know if I can see, can I show it to you? I think I can show, oh, desk, will that view get you? You can't really see it. So here we go. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. So I've really enjoyed that guy right there. It mounts to the desk. It's perfect. It's got a couple of USB ports. I use it all the time for live streams. You've probably seen that. And I've wanted one on another desk. So I found this one, which is a little bit of an upgrade. Let me clear that out, Wonder Dog, sorry. This one is a little bit of an upgrade. This was, I think the theme for this Amazon Prime Day was get your power squared away. And this one is in black. But this one is nice because it's a little bit more power and it has two USB-Cs. This one does not. As a matter of fact, what I may do, where am I? Oh, I'm back to here. Hold on. Let me go back to here. What I plan to do, probably now that I'm thinking about it, is I will probably replace this one with this one because this gives me more options. It does give me USB-C, gives me a 20-watt power delivery. So there you go. That's not bad, and enough plugs. So that'll be an easy swap. And I like the profile better. It sits on the desk instead of kind of looped up like that. So, and it also, I love it. It has a power switch. I'm digging that. So a little bit of an upgrade there. Yes, fire hazard all around, huh? Fire hazard all around. Okay, what do we have? All right, one more thing. One more thing. And then I'm gonna have to clean up over here. All right. Dropping it on, I'm just putting it on the floor over here. I'll put it back in the box in a minute. All right, I'm excited about this one. I've shared with you this little guy. Let me just, I'm going to do it again. Hold on. See, I'm just using the heck out of this. Right here, I've shared the Stream Deck, right? And how I've got it all set up so that I can do my show, and it's connected back here to this Raspberry Pi running companion software, and it just controls everything on my ATEM Mini. So again, part of this whole YouTube thing that I really enjoy is the journey and is learning about how to, oops, you don't want that view. Let's go back here, is about how to set this stuff up. I just enjoy this tech stuff, but what I really enjoy is streamlining it. And what I missed was when you hook the Stream Deck up to the Raspberry Pi with companion, the problem you have is you don't have one connected to, it doesn't interface with the Mac. So I decided to get this one for my Mac. So the Stream Deck Plus with the dials and all these other things. So this one will be connected using the Mac software, so I can control audio, video, not video, but levels, all my levels, automate some things like compress and get everything with hopefully a single press, just gets everything, because every time I come down here to start a live stream, I still have some stuff on the Mac to do. The companion takes care of a lot of things on the ATEM Mini, but there's windows I have to open and everything, and I'm hoping I can get that done. So there's that. So, you know, that's probably going to sit in the box for a while because that's going to take a while. So let me put that over here. And folks, that's it. There you go. So I am going to do just a second to clean up here, put this stuff in here. And you guys, if you have any questions about anything, put it in chat. Let me get this cleaned up. And you get to hear a little bit of throwing in a box ASMR along with Stephen yammering. So there we go. I'm assuming this mic is picking this up because I do not have noise canceling on, and the dog heard me for sure upstairs because she started barking thinking somebody was at the door. Can you hear the dog? Let's see. There you go. Now they're both going. So great. Now I've got dogs rolling in the background. Okay. Let's see what we have here in chat. Let me get caught up here and then we'll see if we can continue to work on our project. Why is this not scrolling? Let me see if I can. All right. I have a handy extension like that to keep on my desk for plugging stuff I'm working on. Absolutely. Fuses on each plug. Yeah, there's fuses on each plug. You mean each individual one? Boy, that's, yes. UL approved. There's that fire risk again. Trying to decide which I want to roll the, oh, what are we looking at? Jamie, what are you, nice on the 2.5. I've been playing with some 10 gig. Oh, okay. I think I missed, oh, 5 port. Okay, thank you for that. And then let me go down. It would help if I kind of go down instead of going backwards, right? I just want to hook up a new NAS to my main PC. Awesome. Gosh, the only Amazon Prime I got was glucose strips. Well, there you go. You need them. They're on sale. You get them, right? Excellent. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, quick release. I've been eyeballing some of those. Again, they're fabulous. Let's see. Mr. Landfill says, be safe everywhere, got a bail. Okay, see, Mr. Landfill, thanks for being first again. Outstanding. How are you finding the 8-bit do keyboard? I like it a lot. Hey, there's something going on upstairs. So hold on. I'm going to find out why things are going crazy upstairs, and I will be right back. In the meantime, how about a little bug zap? There we go. Sorry about that. Just wanted to check. So going back to the keyboard, this one right here, I kind of talked about it went up and down the stairs. Now I'm out of breath. Whew. Okay. So this I am really loving. As a matter of fact, we're going to use it here in just a minute with the, as a matter of fact, you can see I've got the dongle here, but I love this. I can switch between Bluetooth, which is connected to my Mac, and then go to 2.4 to connect to this. But it sounds good. I love it. If you want to hear it, let's see. There you go. So there's an example of the sound, but I am really enjoying it. So those of you that have interest in it, I think this is one of those things, I think now I've just linked standard in my video description. So if you want to see what that is, you can click on it and find out more information about it. But it just kind of sets the channel off. I had a keyboard. It was a good keyboard, but this one just really fits nicely, right? So yes, really enjoying it. Good mechanical action for sure. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the clamp ones on the desk are really good. I must buy one of those. Wonder Dog says, can't hear the dog. I heard the dog. The dog was going crazy. So evidently, no, it wasn't. That's hilarious. No Amazon drop-offs. Everything came in one day. Thank you very much. But it was somebody at the door. I have no earthly idea who was at the door. But what I did is I decided RetroPup needs to go back in RetroPup's crate. So RetroPup couldn't look outside, and we should be okay there. They didn't ring a doorbell. I would have heard a doorbell or something. So it's probably one of those folks that walk up, drop off some kind of flyer on your door and walked off. So, but everything's quiet now. So that's good. This is an example. Oh, yeah, this is an example of the keyboard. Who said that? Oh yeah, he said that. Good deal. All right, let's do this. Let's see if we can get this thing working. And what I mean by that is we're going to see if we can get this working right here. Let me just check and see who we have. Hey, there's 13 of you. By the way, we only have 5 likes. Do me a favor, get out there and, oh, we've decided, I think Xander helped us or somebody did AI. We are not going to hit that like button. We are not going to smash that like button. We're going to do it in pure 1970s fashion. We're going to high five that like button. I've got to get used to saying that. So high five that like button down there. While you're down there, and I should mention this, I had, and I'm really kind of embarrassed about this, I had 3 people who have joined the channel by hitting that join channel down below. So they're not using the Buy Me a Coffee, but they are using the support the channel down below with the YouTube, because I do have one level. It's a C64. So what that does is if you choose that level, you come in at the Commodore 64 level. So it's at $3 a month. So again, I want to thank those folks, and I'm trying to figure out how to contact them, because one of the things that it doesn't do that Buy Me a Coffee does is it sends me their email address. But for YouTube, and there's probably a way I can get to it, but in YouTube, I've not figured out how to easily grab their email address so I can reach out to them. But what that means for those of you that are supporting, that means we have 3 more folks that should be joining our Discord once I can reach out to them, because they get Discord access. So I'm excited to have them on board. So thank you to those of you who have used that join button down below. Thanks for becoming a part of the channel. And I will get you recognized on the support page at retrocombs.com/support. So we'll get all that worked out. I'll try and figure out how to contact you. So thanks for that. All right, now going back to, oh, thanks. We got a couple of likes. I appreciate it. Again, high five that like button if you're watching. Perfect. Okay, let me go over here. And here's what we're going to do. Let me see. I need to get you caught up. So this is, oh, that's not what we did. Where did should be here. There we go. All right. So this is what we've done so far. We've got the hat on. Where we ran into a bind is on my particular model. Some hats I have learned do extend to support those full size. I did not, and bought the wrong size SSD. So I have corrected that, and I have the right one here. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom down, and we are going to see if we can get this installed. Now, this one does support 2 sizes. So you have this little screw. You know what? Let's get a closer view for you. Hold on. We're going to use our little dealie here. And let's go to here. And let's see if I can get this thing so it doesn't fall over. There we go. So we will move this thing out. So this does support 2 different sizes. You can see that here. You have this small, and I'm not sure what, I can't remember what the size is. I think the one I have will fit in here. So let's see what we have, and that's this right here. So let me zoom back out. There we go. We don't need to be zoomed in quite as close since we're right up here. So let's go ahead and break this out. Now it is unplugged right now, so we don't have to worry about that. I know us talking about fires, let's make sure that we're not plugged in while we're trying to connect things. Also, as mentioned earlier in chat, we've got this teeny tiny ribbon cable. Man, this scares the bejeebies out of me. We're going to see if we can figure it out. So, but I want to get this on first. Let me get the knife. So let's get this done. That may be a little close. Let's see, Wonder Dog, the sizing is the name. So 2230 is 22 millimeters by 30. Oh, perfect. So what he's referring to, I wasn't sure if that was the case, but right on here, you can see the sizes. This is 2230 and this is 2242. So depending, so that'll tell you which size you need right there. So this is 22 millimeters by 30 millimeters long, and this is 22 by 42 millimeters long. I believe that is right, since it says 2242. There we go. Let's go ahead and pull this out. And this one is, I don't think it says on the packaging. Now I went with this brand. It's called the Kyochia. It's probably Chinese, but it's actually a Toshiba. So this is the brand. It's OEM brand that I found. It was relatively inexpensive, so hopefully it will work for us without any issues. Wonder Dog says 30, 42, and 80 are the standard sizes. Perfect, thank you for that. So it looks like this one is the smaller one. So it's going to be the 22 by 30 right here. So let's go ahead and we're going to put this right here. Let's go ahead and take our little screw out. This is going to actually mount up here, I hope. Actually, this is interesting. It won't mount there because unless this can come off of, oh no, seriously? So this will not, oh, here we go. There's no screw here because the fan is there. So how does that work? Do I have to take, and this is mounted on. So it really seems to me that this specifically wanted a 2242. And guess which one I got, folks? And I don't think there is any kind of adapter or anything that is going to hold that in. So let me see what we have here. I will be. So I may have to figure out, see, there's no way to tie that down right there. Now I know it will work like this. It's not a long-term solution. I'm going to figure out what to do. This is on the board though. This is not something that I can remove. So how disappointing yet again. I got the wrong one because I thought, just looking at it, there was a screw. So we are learning a lot about this board. It's going to work though. I am going to make it work because I think I can get, you know what? I can probably find a little peg that I can 3D print and pop in there and it's going to hold it down. But I got to be careful because again, the fan is underneath here, which I'm also a little curious how the fan is going to cool with this on top of it. Let me just verify. Yeah, this does not screw off and I can't move it from here to here. So you can make a little plate to span the gap. That's what I'm thinking too. My guess is, oh, the stand, it does unscrew? Does it really? Let me check. Okay, let's see if it does. Hold on. Let's see if that is possible. It looks like I'm going to have a... Really? You think that unscrews? Because, oh yeah, I do see, well, I think I see threads. Or are those just scratches? Let me get a little pair of pliers and let's see if that will work. Do I have a pair of pliers? I do not. I should have a pair of pliers here. Hold on. Let's walk over to the other side here. Hey Google, turn on the lights. Let's see, this one, let's check. We will not put a lot of force on it, but we will give it a little bit of a shot here and see if this turns. WonderDog seems to think that it will turn. Okay, so did you, WonderDog, do you have exactly the same hat that I have? Yeah, mine doesn't appear to be moving. Slightly different one, but similar design. Yeah, this one does not appear to be moving at all. Let me see. Yeah, it's not moving. This one is definitely, I don't know, glued in or whatever. So I'll have to, I like the idea. I bet I can go online and find a 3D print that will give me something that will go from here to here to hold that down. So hopefully I can find something or I can make a little something. Anyway, let's, I don't know. I'm thinking, do I want to put a little piece of tape on that just to hold it down? Some blue tape. Let me see if I have something. I don't know. How disappointing. Why wouldn't they make this an option so that you could use both? Can you just make a quick flat bridge plate to retain the 20? Probably. We'll figure it out. So I'm not going to worry about that. It'll still work. I'm just going to have to be careful with it here. I do wonder if I have some kind of clip that I could put in there too that would just hold that in place. Or could I put something, I don't know. Anyway, we think it's going to work without this. Let me go ahead and unplug here. And let's go ahead and put our ribbon cable on. We'll come back to that. We're not going to let that stop us today. We haven't let anything else stop us. We're not going to let that stop us today. All right, let's see if we can figure this out. Now this one has, this is tricky. This is going to be tricky too. This is how do we plug in the cable? Because we've got these little things here, and I believe this is pin 1 to pin 1. So let's go ahead and pop this up here. And this one here. All right, and let's just check. You could use a cable to tie one of those Velcro. You could use a cable tie or one of those new Velcro strips. I could do that, couldn't I? Just to hold it down. Although I wonder if this is probably going to be in the way, right? So unless, yeah, because this header pin's going to hold that up, unfortunately. I don't think that's going to work. But all right, let's see. How does this go in? How's this little ribbon cable go in? Let's check this out. Let's go back to our computer view here. Let's see if they talk about the ribbon cable here. So it's going to go in through the top. Let's see. Do they talk about connecting that? Let's see. Here we go. Install the spacers, the hat. Looks like I probably should have put this in before I put this on top, of course. Hey, Neil, how are you doing? We're just hanging out, having a big old time trying to finish this Raspberry Pi project. It has been something. So let's see. You know what? I'm going to remove the hat, because I think it's going to be easier if I do that. How many times have we had this hat off? 2, 3? Let's see. Let's go down here. So, whoop, desk. Here we go. I'm going to get the desk in the studio squared away one of these days. Studio is not the desk, Stephen. And while we have this off, we'll check out that this connector right here too. I'm going to go ahead and just remove this. I promise you, one of these days we will boot this thing from SSD. I can get my big hands out of the way. Let me see if I can do this for you. That way you can see a little bit better what I'm doing here. Of course, every time we do this, we risk messing something up. And in this case, this thing does not want to come off. Let's see. Oh, wow, that really doesn't want to come off there. It's because it's that weird where this slides off onto this. I feel like I'm going to regret this. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah. Didn't care for those. And then see, this is all on here. So let me go ahead and we'll just keep this on here. At least we can see what's going on here. Let's see what we have here. We have, yeah, see, it is in there. Looks like it's, yeah, that's not moving. That connector is not moving right there. You're not moving that from here to here for sure. That's just not going to happen. So keep that in mind. So let's see if we can get the cable on here. What kind of connector is this? So it goes in that way, I think, and pushes down and connects. Yep, there we go. So then I need, which way is this going to go? Let's see. I think it's going to be this way. I think that's what we're looking at, because if I do that, that puts the arrow right next to pin 1 where that dot is. I think that's going to be right. Let's go ahead and check that out here. So let's go back to our Mac and see, where'd my window go? Why does that keep minimizing? For some reason, every time I go over here, this minimizes. I'm not sure why. Let's see. They don't have instructions for this one here, but I'm pretty sure individually pushing the port, insert the ribbon. Let's see if they say here. I think that's going to be right. I'm pretty sure that's going to be right. Let's see. Do it off camera. It's easier. Yeah, I know, right? Hi, everyone. Just got back. Hey, Dave. Good to have you here. Thanks for popping in. Good to see you. We're working on our project. Hopefully we will get this done today. Is there a spare for the 2030 socket? I can understand why they wouldn't pre-install it. No, there's nothing else in the box for this thing. Nothing, which is strange. I say that. Let me check just to make sure. Yeah, nothing else in the box. So that's a disappointment for sure. That is just very strange and how limiting. So that'd be a knock against the wave share. I'll have to say something about that when I do that, because that's just not cool. Really, just bad planning. So I think the cable, I think we're good. According to this, I think this is going to be okay. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing locked down in here. Let me clear this. Okay, and let's go back to our desk. There we go. And let's see if we can lock this into place. So we're going to put this in here. That seems pretty flat, and then we'll push this into place. All right, that looks pretty good. And let's go ahead and I think I want to connect this here. And that makes sense too, because as I'm looking at, the connectors are on the bottom, right? So the connectors have to go in to the connectors on here. So there's only one way that's going to work, right? So that should be in pretty good shape. Maybe I won't do that because I've got to put this back on. So let's go ahead and get this back on. And I am not looking forward to this. Let me do this a different way. I want that back on there before I plug it onto here. I feel like we should have some background music. Do you guys prefer, during live streams, do you prefer background music or not? I mean, I could probably find some royalty-free stuff and put it in the background. For me, it's distracting. Man, that is not wanting to come off there. Maybe I'm going to have to go back the other way. I could break out a chip puller maybe and pull it straight up. That might work. Let's see. I've got a chip puller over here, but I can't get to it. I can't get to the sides of it. I hate background music. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Even shows it in the parts. It does show it on the... Hey, Taven, good to have you. Should have been in the box. It's in the parts list. Is it really? There's one in the parts. Okay. Why didn't mine have it? Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to look. Maybe I missed. Is it? Let me check here. Oh, wait a minute. Tape. Maybe for the save. Hold on. Hey, check it out. I did find a bag of this. I had placed the bag that was in the box over here. You're right. Looks like we might have that. Check that out. So we've got the, now I'm not sure how it goes in there, but very interesting. Let's see if we can figure that out. There you go. Brass bit. Yep. Right there. Well, outstanding. Okay. So I think we should do that. Let's do that too. But before I do that, I really want to, let's focus, Steve. Let's get one thing done at a time. I don't know, maybe I'll just go ahead and put this back on because this does not seem like it wants to come off. So let me go ahead and put this back on here. And let's see if we can slide this on. Actually, it's probably better because this way I'll know that I'm not bending. Although it looks like I'm kind of mangled. So we'll put it back on. Slowly but surely, we're going to get this thing back on here. Ah, rats. Me and bent pens. I can tell that I have some bent pens that have been kind of move. So let me see if I can straighten those back up. So these end pins got turned just a little bit to the right. So I just want to see if I can straighten them out a tad, and then hopefully they'll catch back in. All right, so then there's that. Let me see if I can kind of put them back into place here. Okay, that seems pretty good. All right, let's see. Okay, sorry, gonna have to take my glasses off. Getting really close. I am nearsighted, so without my glasses is typically a better view for me. Wow. That one's in, that one's in, that one's in. That one's in, that one. This one is not. All right, get in. There we go. Let me check all around. Looks good all around. And again, let's make sure we don't get my fingers in the way so that don't slice my finger. All right, let's see. Now, how does this work? How do we think this is going to go in here? Let's see. Oh, it's probably going to go underneath, right? And then screw onto the plate. So I probably should not have put that plate back on. Is that what you guys are sensing right now? I should not have put that plate back on yet. Why didn't you guys tell me that beforehand? Oh, it looks like somebody probably did. It looks like I've got some, hey, stop. What do we got going on here? Hey, Wonder Dog, thanks for the, I appreciate that. Xander, thank you so much. You know, you guys are very, yeah, so there it is. I know. There it is. No, read the chat. I know. And I love the way Xander and Wonder Dog decided, they decided that getting to me via the super chats would catch my attention. Sure enough, it does, because it puts this big blue stripe down. So face palm for sure. Here we go, guys. We are back to square one. Hey, while we're doing that, figure out, how do I put these guys in here? Whoa, hang on. How do I get these little guys in that stupid little hole? I don't understand that. I guess it's going to go underneath, and then, but I don't know what I did with my instruction sheet. I don't think had. So how is that going to work, that little brass fit? It should screw apart. You think so? Let's see. Let me see if it screws apart. I have two of them. Yeah, these do not screw apart. Let me show you what we're looking at here. There we go. This is, yeah, let me get rid of the little face there. Hold on. I'm all over the board here. Let's see. Let's see. It's 2 bits of what? Fit the brass into the divot and screw in from the bottom. Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's really, I don't even think I can focus on that. So that's going to be really tricky. But again, here we go. Got to pull this stupid thing off again. Dag nabbit. Man, this is not good. Although I think it's going to get easier as we continue to do this. I'll try. I think I can. Yeah, that's going to go a little bit easier this time. And actually, you know, the positive of this is it's actually straightening out my pins right here. I got to protect this. Yeah, you can imagine if I edit this video down, it's probably 5 minutes of content. So, you know, once I get it all done, and that's going to be great when I can edit. All right, let me go ahead. I'm almost there. Hold on. Don't get, I'm not going to rush it. I am not going to rush it. Okay, good. We kept all the pins. That one's a little bit, we'll be able, okay, so let's see if we can figure this out, because this is a plus. So you guys are thinking that I pop this here and I'm going to screw in from the bottom? I don't understand. I feel like it should be some kind of thing where I could push in, but that doesn't work, does it? So screw in from the bottom. Okay, well, let's see. You hold it in place with a tiny screw. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. I mean, it doesn't, let me make sure I have the right screw here. These are the screws for that. So let me get one of the tiny ones out of here. Is this, what's this one over here? That is not it. That's for something else. That's for this one. Matter of fact, I should probably just put that on there before I lose it. Let's just leave it on there in case there was ever a upgrade. All right, so that's there. Okay, so here's the screw right here. Welcome to the, oh, hey, Davey, thank you so much. Davey, here's what I want you to do. Davey just joined the channel, so he's going to be in the Discord, new member, outstanding. Good to have you, Davey. Here's what I want you to do. Please send me, because I want you to have access to the Discord immediately. Please send me an email, retrocombs@icloud.com. retrocombs@icloud.com. It's also down in the video description. Send me your email and we will get you in the Discord. So good to have you as a new member. Everybody, welcome Davey to as my newest member on the channel. Davey, you're really something, because for somebody to put that kind of faith in me and to join a channel when I can't even figure out how to do these tiny little screws, and I've taken the same thing off 12 times, you must really like to see turmoil in your life. Or, and this is why I think a lot of people, I'm assuming you enjoy it, because this is what happens to a lot of you sometimes, right? And my only excuse is I'm trying to do 5 things at once here. I'm trying to do a camera to you, and I don't think through it. I will say, if I didn't do this live, I probably would have just a little bit better success rate. But hey, doing it live, we, as somebody once said, we reveal the problems that other people could have, and we fix it for them. So it's great. Hey, Martin. Martin just popped in. Hey, Martin, good to have you. Yes, we are same project, Martin. And Martin was with us last time for part 1, and he was here to see all the pitfalls. And man, Martin, you have not missed any pitfalls for today for sure. Okay, so let me think through this. Okay, Stephen, think through this. This needs to go on first. You're getting distracted again, talking to all your friends online. So let's go ahead and put this in. Let's put this down here. And what we're thinking is this is going to go here. And then I've got to somehow, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see what we're doing. Hey, check this out. I think I figured it out. What happens is, okay, so this fits into here like this. This goes down here. And then this, I believe, will screw in from the bottom to hold that down. Oh, think, folks, taking a little time to think through it. We may have just figured that out. Look at that. Success. All right, in the chat room. Thank you again for saving my bacon. Look at that. That's how it works. So you just do that. You don't even need, in some ways, I'm kind of curious why they even do that. Why wouldn't they just have the 2 holes, have this, and that would be the solution for both holes? That just makes a whole lot more sense. The stud mounts by itself. What do you mean the stud mounts by itself? You mean, hopefully, Jamie, you're saying that this is right, right? No, look at the picture. Yeah, Eureka. Okay, good. So we're good. Nope, you're right. Okay. See, there's that delay in chat going, what? I'm wrong? What in the world? Yeah, I needed to work through it, right? So now, hey, that's cool, guys. All right, we're there. It's all good now. Thank you, Wonder Dog. I need all the affirmations I can get on this project. Wouldn't you all agree? All right, let's clean up a little bit here. Let's see if we can get this guy. Whew. Now, the goal is, got to be very careful. Take it easy, Stephen. Do the same thing you did just a minute ago and get this thing back on here. And let's get this thing screwed down so we don't have to mess with it. Oh, by the way, I got D-glass. D-glass again so I can get close here. All right, now let's do that same thing I did before where I kind of coax these in here. I am not going to rush this. I will say, for some reason, it's not going in as quickly as it did the first time, which is disappointing. Let me try something else here. Looks like these are, oh, I see. Yeah, I see what I did. Okay. I need to start from this side. Maybe. There we go. There we go. Okay. And, oh, I had it. Hold on, let me get my hands here. Okay. You back up a little bit so it focuses for you now. There's the one. That looks like that's the one that's holding it right there. You know, the whole project has been fraught with pins. I don't know if those of you who weren't here last week, or the last time, was it last week or was it the week before? I don't remember. Will remember that it was all about pins, and the pins got bent, and these pins have gotten bent, and nothing wants to go back in easily. Because these things are so long. Well, shoot. Let me try something else. Let me see if I can coax it this way first. Let me check my pins here and see if I need to straighten. It looks like I might need to straighten up a little bit here. These are a little crooked. I know they want these extra long ones so that you can throw another hat on top of the SSD, but man, that makes it really difficult to keep them straight. We'll just take our time like we did last week, and eventually we'll get through it, and hopefully you all will see success if you're still there. That's the thing. I may look up here in a minute, go to chat, and find I've lost you all. Let me just see if you guys are are you offering suggestions? I hate when the pins get bent. Yes, I do too, Evil J. Hey, Evil J, did you just sneak in on me? Tyven? Oh, Tyven. Hey, yep, got that. Hey, Evil. Oh, okay. So you guys are just kind of talking. What's Wonder Dog? They're fine first time, but murder. Yes, I know. After they get moved, they're pain in the neck, aren't they? And pain in the neck is nice words. This has really tested my ability to keep our chat room or not the chat room, but keep this feed live stream family friendly. Let me tell you. Actually, not too difficult for me, but I'm almost back to where I need to pull that thing off again, because for some reason now they're not. Gosh, I was so close there. Let me see if I can work with that. Yeah, it just fell off again. There's a pin in the middle that is keeping this from. Okay, let's do this. All right, now that we've got that, let's see if we can coax these guys in there. Okay, well, we know it's not those. It's one on the other side, which you can't see. Okay, it could be this one now. Nope, it's not that one. So what's happening is there's one on the interior in here, and I can't see it. Which one? Oh, wait, maybe that's going to help me. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, there we go. I think I can see it now. Nope. Those are lined up. That one's lined up. That one's lined up. That one's lined up. Trying to find the spot where it stops. Right there, that one's in. That one's in. That one is in. It's stopping right about here. Pens are going to be the death of me. Oh, I think I got something. I felt it click. All right, so I've got one in there that didn't. Here we go. Another one just clicked. This one is way out of spec. Let's see. Any tips, guys, put them in the chat room, but I think it is just a matter of you just have to find the one that's holding it off, and I can't find it. Because it looks like they're all in there. And I know the angle is going to not help a little bit, but it's not to the point where it should be an issue. All right. I guess I should look in the chat room, see if any of you had any ideas for me. I'll do that here in a minute when I have another failed attempt. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Maybe, maybe. It seeded a little bit just then. I feel like I'm closer. Got it. Whew. You know, when you get success, when it just pops right into place. Holy cow. There we go. And let me make sure I have all my pins. There we go. They're all there. Woo. Wow. All right. Let's go ahead and screw this thing down. Oh, man. Eureka again, no doubt. Holy moly. I am just, I'm like sick of pins. I don't think I'll ever put a hat on this thing just because I never want to deal with those pins again. All right, let's go ahead. Eventually, maybe we'll actually get to fire this Raspberry Pi up with some power. Well, we did last time, I guess. We know it works from the SD card. So I think the good news is the next phase of this, if we've done everything right, once I connect the ribbon cable, please help me guys remember to connect the ribbon cable. The software stuff should hopefully go more smoothly. We think, we hope, we trust. We are pretty sure that should go pretty smoothly because I think all we're going to do next is we're going to use the Raspberry Pi imager inside of Raspberry Pi OS, and we're going to dump a distribution on here. Hey, thank you, Chris. Chris is like, hey, this guy really needs to be rewarded. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it, my friend. Thanks for the nice little tip. And for all of you, I appreciate it. I will apply all of that revenue, and this will make the lovely accountant happy, towards my Amazon Prime bill. Actually, I will say everything that I purchased on Amazon Prime Day, again, thanks to all of you, when you start your shopping using those kind of links down below, and also because of your memberships, we're getting to the point where pretty much I don't have to take it out of the regular budget, which is just right there is, never watched it, I'm familiar. Oh, Eureka, yes, I loved Eureka. Eureka was fabulous. Nikki and I just love that show. But where I was headed was, we're to the point now where between Buy Me a Coffee, the memberships, and what little, I'll tell you, the smallest portion is the revenue from YouTube. Man, there's no money from YouTube. But between all that, I'm finally getting to a point where I can put money back into our account. And of course, I've told you all, we've been trying to budget that so that it doesn't take away from our regular bill. Because as I get closer to retirement, we want to make sure that we have a good handle on my spending for sure. So thank you all for that. And again, all of that goes right back and reinvested into the channel. Everything that you do goes back and is reinvested into the channel for sure. Yes, I do. And I will just say, I do have this dream that when I retire, I'm not sure when that is, that I can just do this and I'd just be blessed. As a matter of fact, I'd love to do like more than one live stream a week, a couple of projects, those types of things. So you guys are helping me get there and support that. So thank you for that. Where was I? I was on the desk. Oh yes, let's see if we can get this ribbon cable in. So this should be the easiest hardware project part right here. This should just slide in here. That was pretty easy. And what, Wonder Dog, was it you who said you're worried about this cable? Because I tend to agree. I'm extremely worried about this cable. I am not going to lie. Okay, so then this goes this way, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so this is going to need a case. I can't leave that free. Something's going to happen. And all right, so that, dude, guys, that's, yeah, I don't like the design of the ribbon cable at all. Yeah, hey, Davey, yeah, great show, great show. Yeah, if you like to watch somebody just trying to get a pins straightened out and plugged in, it's a great show. We should call this the Pin and Plug Show. Yeah, definitely needs an enclosure. What I really want, I'm going to look for it because I've been doing some 3D printing research. I want to do something cool with Commodore, something like, it'd be really cool if this is actually, and maybe it's misleading if I do that, but I thought it'd be really cool if it, because of the shape, and something that looked like a 1541 drive, 1581 drive. Although, you know, Jamie, you know, I don't know, Jamie, you remember when we were in, do I have it? I do. Hold on. Jamie and I were at World of Commodore, and I forget what we paid, but we found these, and I don't know that I would ever put a real 1581 drive in here, or a drive again. I bought it really just for the case. It could be, I don't know. It's a little too big, but it could be, well, let me give you a top down. It could be really cool somehow to figure out how, yeah, it's a little big, but it still would be kind of cool to do, especially if I know it would protect it and did some accessories on top or something with, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this guy, but it is just a cool case, and it's just the case. So, you know, that could be something. I don't know. I'm just thinking through this. So if you have ideas, you can share those, but we might be able to do something kind of cool, or at least I think it'd be really cool to have a case that sort of looked like this. But yeah, that may not be exactly what we're looking for. Man, I'm really gonna have to clean up today because I got stuff everywhere. All right, where were we? Let's go back to here. So we have everything. Now we need to, let's go ahead and plug in our video. And we also need to plug in some power. So let's go ahead and plug in power. And again, this is where I love those desk plugs, because now I'm just going to take this and plug it in right over here in my little thing. Okay, so before I do that, let's go ahead and we are going to switch to, and again, I'm going to switch over using my fun Stream Deck connected to a Raspberry Pi. It's just like a Raspberry Pi theme day. Let's go to our retro view. And I'm going to go ahead and move this camera back up here. And we're going to plug it in and see if everything's working. Here we go, guys. Let me see, I need this. I need to switch my 8-bit do over to the 2.4. So we'll be using this keyboard to control. And remember, we have this cheap $3, $5 mouse that I got at a store that's horrible, but it's fine. It's fine. It's just fine. But I have classed up this mouse by putting it on a Commodore 64 case mouse pad. So that's kind of nice. So we'll just kind of do this, and we're going to plug it in and turn it on. Here we go. Cross your fingers, everybody. Find a 3D printable C64 cartridge and scale. Oh, that sounds fun. That could look kind of cool too, couldn't it? All right, here we go. Plugging it in. Oh, we have power. Okay, that's good. And what I mean by power is there's the light on right there. Fan just came on. I just heard it pop on. You may be able to hear it. There we go. And we are in business. What are you going to be running on it? So Evil J, here's my plan, without giving too much away. So here's the question right here. My goal is I want to run, and I've been thinking about. Oh, you know what? I also thought, should I throw this in the case, the My Retro case that I've been working on. So that's a possibility too. I could just throw it in there and use it with the My Retro Commodore 64, or VIC-20 is the case I have. And for those of you new to the channel, I've got one of those My Retro, I can't easily show it to you. It's called the VIC-20 personal, who is it by? I can't remember. Anyway, it's one of the recreations. It's a PC keyboard, but it looks like a Commodore 64, in my case, a VIC-20. Could throw it in there because that other project that I was working on didn't really work as I had hoped. But what I really want to do, and this may or may not be the platform for it, since it's Debian, it might be, is I really want to run a BBS. I want to throw a BBS on it that you all can telnet into. So I'm thinking through that. I just think that would be a really fun project. Back in the day, I always wanted to run a BBS. And I know it's fraught with a lot of hours trying to get it working, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, by the way, I should share this with you. In the interim, until I figure out what I'm going to do with it, I am going to protect it with this case right here. So this is one of those layered cases that'll go on it. So I will be using that to protect it in the interim, and it may just stay on there anyway, just for protection. So that's the plan. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, then get an old telephone shell. Oh, that's a good idea. That's not a bad idea too. That's kind of cool. Hey, Jamie, I know you have an old coin operated phone. Do you have like a Raspberry Pi in that or anything, or is that still just old school? How are you connecting? I think you're connecting that for your live streams. For the phone is the BBS. Very cool. Yeah, that's good. But Jamie does a philanthropic live stream every year around, I think it's December, for the hospital, and he has it where if you donate to him, his phone rings. I love that. I want to do something similar to that so that you guys can kind of reach out and ping me somehow with that. So, oh, there it is. Jamie's put it in chat. So let's see if we can get this thing. Let's check what the instructions say over here. Let me move things around because now we're cooking with gas now. At least we hope we are. So let's go down to the software side. Boot from the, okay, format you're using the Pi, okay, that's what we want to do. To boot from the MVE, we want to complete the following. The format you're using the Pi Imager. If you already have an SSD. Okay, so let's do that first. So let's go over here, and we're going to go up to here, and I've got to move from trackpad to mouse. That's not going to get confusing at all. So let's go here. Oh, you can, one of the things, you can see I've already installed Pi images. If you have a Raspberry Pi and you are not installing Pi apps, make sure and do that. This is fabulous. This is the first thing I do whenever I install or prepare a Raspberry Pi. Is I always put Pi apps on here because it gives you a larger selection of software to run from, and things are optimized. The folks who are hosting that software optimize that software so it runs the best on a Raspberry Pi. So make sure you do that. That's really a cool tool. Just a little tip for you from your friendly neighborhood retroCombs. Let's see if we can find, probably under accessories, there it is. Right there, the imager, right there. So this should be the same thing that we did during the last live stream. It was on the Mac. Now it's on the Raspberry Pi running. So we're going to choose our device. All right, and this is a Raspberry Pi 5. Let's choose our OS, and we are going to do the latest version of Raspbian. Let's choose our storage. Now this is where we have to hope that it is showing up. And so there we go. It's not showing up. If it's not showing up, that means we're going to have to turn something on so that it recognizes it, or I have done something wrong. Let me try it again here. Yes, looks like we're going to have to do something to get that activated. And there's no light on it, so I can't tell if it's working or not. I am just very hopeful that that cable is on there right. Wonder Dog, did you have problems with did you have to do anything? Because it's not showing up in storage. So let me go back and see if we need to somehow, let's see what we need to do to activate that. Let's see, enable, yeah, there's a command line. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Let's see. Did I miss something before? I think I did all of this last time, but let's go ahead and check. Could be, you know what? We may not have gotten to this one right here. This one I don't remember us doing, although I kind of remember doing that. Let's see. Now this is where it's going to get tricky. I'm going to need to move this window. So let me do that because I need to see this window and my screen at the same time. So let's go back over here. Let's pull up our terminal here, and let's go to the mouse now, Stephen. And let's go ahead and see if we can type that in. Sudo rpi. I thought we did that last time. EEPROM update-a. Current bootloader. Latest. Use Raspbian to config. Okay, sudo. All right, let's see. I'm going to move my keyboard and everything here. Let me go ahead and zoom back out here. You don't need to see the close-up on that anymore. So we are going to see if we can. Do we need to turn the internet? Let's see, RPi Connect, SPI. Let's see, anything there? Doesn't look like there's anything there. Boot order. So SD card, boot from SD card before trying MVE. So that's what we want for now, because that's going to let me continue to boot from that. Okay, let's see, anything else? Bootloader version, latest, that should be right. Let me see. Oh, here's, hey, boot. Boot NVT, does the NVE show up in bulk ID? How do I, is that, oh, I'm not familiar with that command. Is that a command that I can type? Let's see. Let me know. That's a great question. Let's see. What is it? Bulk block ID, maybe? Let's see. It is not. That looks like that is the SD card only. So it is not recognizing it. One dumb question, but check the ribbon cable isn't back to front. Back to front? Back to front. Really? Back to front. What does that mean? Back to front. It can only go one way, right? I'm worried your ribbon cable contacts went on the right side. They are on the left. Oh, well, no. On mine, the connectors face in towards the fan. I don't think they. Oh, you think? Hold on. Let's turn it down. Let's boot it off. Let me check it. You've been right before. Let's go ahead and check it out. So let me go ahead and shut this down. It is worth checking for sure. So there's only one way that I thought the ribbon could go. See, here's the so you've got the arrow here to the dot here, which shows pin 1, right? And then the connector side, the connector should be down. And then on this one, it's not going to twist, so that can't be the case. Yours is slightly different from mine, admittedly. Yeah. Let me go ahead and unplug it here. Arrow on the Ethernet side. Arrow on the Ethernet side. Yeah, so the arrow is pointed towards the... Oh, you're saying the arrow should get... So that means it would be upside down on mine. I don't know that that's... Okay, let's check it. Like you guys said, it's worth checking. Because see, the connector... So look, here's the pad for the connector. It's here. Shouldn't that go in so that it is like this? Because it wouldn't go the other way. Would it? Or would it? Oh, wait, there are... Wait. Arrow on the... Yes, no. Pads up. Really? Pads up. Well, dagnabbit. Okay, well, let me pull it out then. Okay, so we're going to flip this over so that the pads are facing up. So let's pull this one out. So I'm going to pull this one out. Now, in order for that to work, this has to be like this. So you guys are, so it should be, there are arrows there too, though. Okay, let's try it. Okay, so this one is going to slip in this way with the arrow here, and then we're going to punch that one down. Okay, so that's locked in. And so the arrows are going to be on the Ethernet side right here. And then we're going to plug this one in here. Like that. Be very careful with that cable again. And let me make sure it's just locked. And then we're going to lock that into place. Okay, so then the arrows are pointing towards the Ethernet side. Okay, let's try it. Let's go ahead and get our power. Let's plug in our power. Let's go back to our retro. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Fans on. And it should be pretty easy to figure out if it worked or not. Okay, let me get rid of that little banner for my capture card at the bottom. All right, let's try it again. So let's go here. Let's go to accessories. Let's go to Imager. Choose our device, Raspberry Pi 5, OS, and let's see if our storage is showing. Well, it's not showing up. Yeah, it's still not showing up there either. So we will assume that that's right. Let me just check, make sure. Posted the orientation of in the Discord. Okay, let me pull up Discord. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back over here. There we go. All right, Wonder Dog, let me pop over to Discord here. I also want to check, I'm going to shut down because I'm going to check this cable again. There's something that is not setting well with me on this cable anyway. Mine is a base, not a bat, but the ribbons are, okay, so let's see. Oh, we've had a few people join us coming in late. We got about 17 of you. Good to have you all here. Let's see, let's go to the Discord. Did you post that in live? Yep, looks like you posted that in live streams. So let me share that with everybody else too. So in the Discord right here. Oh, interesting. So yours sticks out a little bit. Yeah, yours is a different connector on there as well. Okay. So, all right. Thank you. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Yeah, you have a different connector, which is very interesting. So let me go ahead and what I'm going to do. One of the things that bothered me about this was I'm not sure. See, I can see the connections right there. And I'm not sure that ribbon's all the way in. So let me go ahead and make sure that ribbon is in there all the way. Yeah, it does feel like it's all the way in there. Well, you know, I thought, and I guess this still is a hardware issue, but I thought for sure that, you know what, I'm going to go to the Waveshare site and check out their instructions and see if there's something else that I need to do. So let me pull that up. All right, let's see if they have instructions here. Oh, here's something. Oh, check this out, guys. Looky here. Interesting. So let me show you what they're showing here. So here's the cable. Ensure that both triangles. Yeah, see, they're showing that the cable should be on the outside. Ensure that both triangles as shown are on the same side when connecting the cable. I don't have a triangle, all I have is a dot. For reference only, please. me see if they have an assembled piece. Yeah, here we go. So, but it's towards the, yeah, look at that though. It is towards the Ethernet side, but then they show the cable upside down. Let's see if we can recreate that right there. Let's see if we can make sure that this looks just like that. So I'm going to take this out. And they're showing, there we go. And it looks like the 40 should be this way, like this. And then the, so I did not have it like that originally, but it does look like these are down for this one. So let's try this again. All right, we're going to plug this in here. Okay, that one is in. Let's go ahead and lock that one down. And then according to that picture, this one goes like this. And then we lock that down. So now this says 40 millimeters here, and then on this, that says 40 millimeters. So that should be connected properly. All right, let's go ahead and try it again, shall we? All right, so what I'm going to do is switch over to here. I am going to, well, actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to plug in power. There we go, and then we'll switch back. Keeping our fingers crossed again, third time's a charm. Helps if you read the instructions, folks. We were all wrong, every one of us. Well, you weren't wrong. I'm sorry, I keep hitting this. You weren't wrong. That was right for yours. It just didn't look like it was right for mine. And we still don't know if it's right. All right, so let's go ahead and try this again. Let's go to Accessories, Imager. Okay, and we're going to choose our device. 5, choose OS. Okay, choose our storage. Boom, check it out, everybody. Outstanding. Okay, so there it is right there. So we're going to click on that. We are going to go to Next. And we're going to edit our settings because remember, one of the things I love about the Raspberry Pi Imager is we can set some of this stuff up. So we're going to set our host name. And I'm going to call this the Raspberry Pi. Oops, I got to switch back over to my 2.4 here. rpi5.local so I can connect it. And we are going to do this. And I'm going to, it's going to show looks like, yeah, it's going to show the password. So let me go ahead and, how am I going to do this so that you can't see the password? I'm going to turn it off and hope I type it right, but then you're going to see it. So let me configure everything else, and I'll do that last. So we are going to configure our this information. It looks like that's already in there. We are going to set our locale. And then let's go to Services. We're going to enable SSH. We're going to use password authentication options. We're not going to enable telemetry. Yeah, we'll play a sound. I don't think we'll hear it. And then let me go back here, and then I'm going to turn it off. And how am I going to do this? I'm going to have to use this over here. Yeah, I can do that. Hold on. I do have another real small view of it over here, so I'll be squinting. So here we go. Let me see if I can figure out. All right. Wow, that is really tiny. Okay. Looks like I got it. And then I got to go here. All right, so then I think I can go back here. There we go. And would you like to apply? Yes. All data on there will be We don't mind. Just drop the stream for a minute. Yeah, I'm not going to drop the stream. I'll never get back online. I just set a password, something basic like admin, and change it out. You know, I like to get it right, but it's good. You didn't see that, so we're good. Unless you can somehow figure out the sound from the keyboard, which that'd be fun. All right, are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Let's see how fast this goes. All right, authentication. Now I don't know. I think that's right. Yep, there we go. Okay, preparing to write. Now what this does, which is nice, is it downloads everything online and then writes it directly. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take. It shouldn't take long, but I say that, and we're still looking at 0% for some reason. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's keep our fingers crossed that that is an anomaly. You know, why we're doing that, let me back up, see if I missed any. Oh, there we go. We're writing 3%. Let me see what we missed in chat while we let that go. First of all, again, Davey, I really have to thank you. Great show might be a stretch, okay? I think that's really a stretch, but I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't like the design of ribbon cable. It is something weird for sure. Definitely needs an enclosure, which we kind of talked about. This is an idea. You could fit the whole thing in and we talked about this in a C64 cartridge case. It's kind of a good idea, actually. And have the connections coming out of the bottom. Oh, yeah, so I could run a ribbon cable so that you have the GPIO coming out of the back. That's kind of an interesting design. 1581 shells, yeah, we looked at that. Commodore leftovers from when they shucked 1581s to put drive in Amigas. Yeah, is that where they came from? Is that the story, Jamie? That's kind of interesting. Find a 3D printable C64 case and scale it. Yep, could do that. Ooh, Evil J says, then get an old telephone shell and put it in that. We talked about that. The phone is the BBS. That could be cool, right? Set a phone back here somewhere. And what would be really cool is if you had an activity light on it somehow, maybe one of those old office phones that lets you know when you're online, and that could be a cool project. Have to find an old phone somewhere. I bet those aren't cheap anymore, especially because I would want one of the ones that did this. SIP adapter. Oh, that's right. We were with power over Ethernet stuffed into the payphone. That's how he was doing his call Jamie's phone or donate. In other words, Biden just pulled out of the, what? Is that what we just heard? Oh no, I need to go check and see. I'm missing some news. Is that for real? Is that live breaking news as we go? You could even hook up a little speaker and lights and have it click or something every time someone connects. Exactly. That's what I think would be really cool. I do have a US Robotics modem case, but I'm kind of saving that for a card that I can put in. It turns it into a Wi-Fi looking modem for old computers. So modern shell would be great. Also think about a modem case, command line. We talked about that. So let's see. Hey, Taro snuck in on me. Good morning, running about 1 hour, 20 minutes late. Yes, you are. But all you've missed is me trying to keep pins straight and plugging in. So there you go, Taro. Good to have you here. Thanks for popping in. Sorry I missed you earlier. I was a little busy. Looking over here, see, we got about 50% to go. I'm worried your ribbon cable contacts weren't on the right side. They were not. So there you go. Mind the connector device. Hey, thank you all for helping me try and get this thing worked out. Much appreciated. It is interesting how there are these different hats and they all do something a little bit differently. I guess I shouldn't be, I think I've been a little negative about the wave share, but if I read the instructions, I think we should all say the wave share, it ain't bad, right? Especially when we figured out these things. It's not bad, it's working, so that's good. Let's see, pads up, pads up. That just seems like that's the theme for the day. Pads up, pads up. Both arrows on the Ethernet side, we did that. Hey, thank you all for just kind of, Jamie saying, hey, check up there, good fingers. Posted the orientation. Hey, I really love that you did that in the Discord, which, this probably would be a good spot to do this. Hey, don't forget if you want to do support the channel, that's how you can do it. Or again, as we just had somebody join today, just joined today. So again, don't forget to send me your email address. So, and you probably already have, I just don't have it pulled up right now. And then you can get in, but don't forget you have all these fun levels. Vic 20 level will get you in the Discord. So that is also a way, if you go to buymeacoffee/retrocombs, and then if you check it out at all those other fun levels, you see all kinds of other things that you get. When you start getting up into the $10 and $20, I send you stuff. So there you go. And I haven't mentioned this in a while, But my Mega 65 $20 per month subscribers get a Christmas gift every year, which is really cool. And that has been, if you've been with us for a year, I've even shipped those things overseas. It's been something, I will tell you. But it is fun, and I love sending a little Christmas gift. One year was a power screwdriver, mechanical screwdriver, little screwdriver. Last year we did these fun guys. And I'm really having a blast. This is, yes, believe it or not, everybody last year who supported at that level got a Funko Pop retroCombs, if you've not seen these. But that's the level of Christmas gifts I give to our executive producers right there. And I will tell you, it costs a fortune to ship these things overseas. But man, we had a blast. So, and hopefully those of you with your little retroCombs, Funkos, are having a blast with that. What you didn't get though last year. Well, can you tell I'm stretching time while we're just watching an SD card build? What they didn't get, though, was a little lovely accountant. So I also have a little lovely accountant with our Retro Cat and Retro Mini Pup. So just a lot of fun. So just a little something extra for those of you that contribute at that level. And just my thanks to each of you. So I just thought I'd share that with you. Let's see. How are we doing? Let's go back and see how we're doing. We are verifying. All right, we are almost done. We'll give that a second to verify. Back in the 1990s, I ran a BBS in Cincinnati area using Wildcat. What software are people using now? Someone, and I don't remember the name of it. What's really nice is a viewer, and I owe him an email for sure, sent a pre-done package for me. So all I have to do is install it, and he's already pre-configured it for me. So I'm excited to do that. And I just don't remember what the name of it was. The biggest pirate BBS I ever saw was being run, out of a barracks at Fort Polk. No way. Is that right, Evil J? How in the world were they? So they were using the Army phone lines for that? Because back in the day, that would have meant that they were using the phone lines in the barracks to do that. Interesting. I saw a recent one of someone using old WWIV. Interesting. Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think I saw that too. Let me see. How are we doing? Let's see. Oh, we're done. Hey, good. Let me go ahead and put that in. All right. And let me clear chat here. All right. So has been written. You can now remove the SD card from the reader. All right. We're going to try this. And hopefully now we can boot from the SSD. So let me go ahead and close this. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to risk this, and I think this is okay. It said I could. I'm going to go ahead and remove this. There we go. We've removed it. Now I'm going to set this aside over here so I don't lose it, and we are going to come over here and we are going to reboot. Oh, you can see we got an issue on the card. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I probably shouldn't have done that. Yep. Let's go ahead and do the old... Oh, I can't even get to a terminal. How about that? All right, we're going to do it. It's not going to corrupt the card, that's for sure. So what we're going to do is just unplug it and plug it back in. Okay, so now we'll plug in, go back to our retro, and hopefully it will boot from SSD. Little fan spinning. I see a little access light. This little light was flashing. It's flashing again. There we go. Look at that. We are booting. We know we're booting because there's no SD card in here. We are booting from the... you need to install an inline power switch. There's a power switch on here, but you're right. Probably need to do something. Now this is going to load back up. The problem with this is not going to have Pi apps on it, so I'm going to have to reinstall that too. And I'm sure it's doing some other... It seems like it's taking longer than it does from an SD card. I probably just did that thing where it expands the file system and everything too. All right. That fan is just kicking on. You can probably hear it. Hear the fan? Okay. Okay, it's still doing its kind of pre-setup stuff. There we go. Mouse is working. All my configurations connected wirelessly to my network. And again, I'll have to put Pi apps on here because that is not on here. But all I need to, and there we go. Folks, we have finally and successfully gone from box to boot with a Raspberry Pi 5 using an M.2 hat with SSD. So this is booting from the SSD, not from an SD card. I am so excited and so thrilled to have that done. I know, just the chat room's going crazy. The crowd goes wild. You hear the crowd in the background. I just can't believe it myself. What a live stream experience this has been. Isn't that right? What kind of time are we talking here? We started at 1 o'clock. We're almost at 3, so about 2 hours. Hey, but not bad, right? Not bad. So again, what I plan to do is I'm going to take this live stream, the first one, and I'm going to truncate all of that one down so that somebody could follow along. And probably what I'll do is not include all the missteps, although I might somehow have a fun way to put those in. But I want somebody to have, at least for the Wave Share device, an experience where they can go from box to boot in just those steps. So I'm going to do that. Hey, Martin, thank you very much, my friend. Really appreciate it. Martin decided to support my need for therapy after these last 2 live streams. So thank you, Martin. Appreciate it. It was something for sure. And so again, always appreciate your support, my friend. And again, thanks to, who's our newest member? Let me go. Apologies. Chris. There we go. Davey. Davey, welcome to the channel and a new member. So again, thank you for that. We look forward to seeing you in the live stream. Again, Davey, as when I get your email address, I will send you access to the Discord so that you can start joining us over there. I'll try and get that done today. What I typically do, just so you all know, is when these are done, I let them digest for a while. This is typically when I go for my run. Although I'm probably going to wait a little bit, but usually let it digest a while, let YouTube do its thing. Then I start to add some time code so that you can bounce back in. I will leave both of these live for a while, but my plan is and I got to figure out how to do this with my folks for this, but I may take these, I don't know if I want to take them offline. I'll probably take them both offline once I have the truncated, or maybe I'll leave them. I just have to think through that. Maybe I'll just leave them and have this consolidated. And honestly, probably the consolidated one will probably get several views because people just want to see it that way. So we'll figure that out. But anyway, Davey, all of that to say welcome to the retroCombian family on Discord. Look forward to having you there. Let's see. Let me just wrap up any chat we have. Thank you. Appreciate it. Looking forward to it. Let's see. Wonder Dog, make sure you call out the ribbon. Yes, I will. There's a lot of things we need to call out. We need to call out the little connector, the sizes that are available. And I think I talked a little bit about that. But it'll probably be interspersed with some additional editorial follow-up, some lower thirds, some other things. So hopefully by the end we have something that's really cool. All right, I think that's it for me, guys. I want to again thank every one of you for doing this with me, following the journey. It definitely was a journey for sure, and several of you actually spent the whole entire journey with me. So thank you for that. And it's been fabulous. Honestly, it's been great having each of you join me, and I could not have done it without each of you because every time I get into a bind, the chat room is helping me. So thanks again. All right, I think that's it for me. Anything else? I think that closes out. All right, retroCombs out. We'll see you next time. Be on the lookout for some prepared videos. I've got something coming up. May or may not get done before the end of the day. I don't think I'm going to. I think time's not going to work out for me, especially since I've got some things with the lovely accountant when she gets home. But be prepared for more content. Got a lot of stuff coming. Again, I will be gone on a little mini vacation next week for a little bit, but have some things I can take with me and work on. So that's gonna be cool. All right, see you guys. Let's see if I do this right, I just hit end show and all this should just work. Let's see. End show. Bye.